Hello, I'm Otto, and welcome to episode 24 of my Factorio Space Age Guide. So, in the last episode, we finished up red science, we made green science, and both of these are expandable. We also set up this really neat looking research lab that I saw on Reddit a couple of weeks ago. Um, and if you are enjoying my content, yeah, you know what to do. So in this episode, we're gonna skip military. I'm pretty sure I know how military is gonna work out for ratios because there's an update coming out soon that makes the red ammo cheaper. I believe it's basically the exact same ratio. It's just cheaper. Let's say like the things that you have to produce are still the same things that you have to produce to make the red ammo, just cheaper. Like I said. Anyways, today we're gonna be making blue science. So I'm going to use these in remote view as kind of like a starter. So this is where our first production line will be, and this is not going to be the size of this production line. We are going to be doing some interesting things. So first off, I need to make sure that I'm going to have enough room. I believe this should be fine, because I need to bring a belt in from somewhere over here. But I need room. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need space here for the output. Okay. So we are gonna have to bring in a bunch of items this time around. Well, some of these are gonna be brought in. Some of these are gonna be made on site. And the one that we are making on site is, first let's talk about the ratios. So what do we need? We need blue science. Blue science, you can see over on the right hand side, we make 0.6 per second. So 24 of these will get us to the 1.44 mark that will match the green science. So we have to bring in sulfur and red circuits. And then we also have to, man, that science is just, research is just going like crazy. And then we also have to make some motors. So let's see what we need for the motors. So we need steel, which we have. We need gears, which we have. And we need pipe, which we have in the mall, but we are not crafting on a bus line. So we need to make some pipes on site. And we are just going to, because this requires 0.06 engines per second, and the engine makes 0.07 per second, we are just going to direct feed into the blue science. So that means that we need to bring in steel and gears, and we are going to make pipe out of these. Now, I have this visibly set up for 10. We only need initially like 3. It's like 3 1/3 or something like that. The pipe is 1.5 per second, and 0.07 times, let's see, 0.07 times 24 is 1.68. So we actually only need 2 of these. It's more like 2 and some change. So, but we have the ability to have 10 of these if necessary, which would put out enough material to fill up half of a belt. I guess, I mean, we technically have room to fit more because I could squeeze some of this over and whatever. But we're going to be bringing in iron here to feed the currently 2 pipes, and then the pipes will then go out onto a line here and just go directly into that line. Well, I guess that one doesn't have to, like, that's going to be on the... No, that's going to be on the outside. I need both of them on the same side, so we're just going to do that. So they will both be on the inside and on the side. And then, so they will output like that. And their inputs will be like this. I know this is a lot of space for not a lot of things that we need a lot of, but the idea is, you know, these over here, the red and the green science, are very expandable. We can just continue to branch those off towards the south. And we're going to end up being able to do the same thing here, although this is going to be much, much, much larger. I believe the ability to hold 10 of these, I think it can feed something like 100 blue science or something like that. So I also realized in the last episode, I'm just going to do this remote view, that I did not put down in the combinators. I didn't even make combinators. I didn't jot down what we needed. So this was iron plates and iron gear wheel, and this was just green circuits, right? Yes. Okay. So for us over here, we are going to need we're going to need gears, and we are going to need steel. And on this end, let's see what else the blue science also needs sulfur and red circuits. So this will be engines, and we'll direct feed into the blue science, and the blue science will then also need the sulfur and the red circuits. Okay, so we have to get this in, and we have to get this in. It's a lot of stuff to get in. Oh, and this will be iron plates. Okay, so, and I guess I could, you know what, just for the sake of having it, let's just put the pipes on here as well. Maybe it should be more like this to kind of indicate that this is what's going to be crafted here. Okay, anyways. So I'm going to copy this. So since we know we need something that is divisible by 6, we are going to, you know, I can just stamp these in, but this is going to be a quarter of what we need. 0.06 times 6 is 0.36, and so we need 4 more of those. Okay, so we have these two coming through here, and then we also need... did I still not leave enough room? I might not have left enough room. Is this gonna work? I think it might not. I need to move these out one more. Okay, so this will allow us to get the sulfur and the red circuits off of this line, and we are going to need to I'm going to need a lot more underground belts. Let's say... Nope. Like that. So that will allow us to get the red. I'm just gonna stop working in Ghost. So that'll allow us to get the red circuits and the sulfur, and then we can longhand the engines, And then these will output on this belt here. Like that. And like I said, this is 1/4 of what we need, and we haven't done anything over here yet. Okay, so we are also going to need, this needs to be back by 1. And then this will come in underground something, I don't know, like that. And then this one will underground here. And the steel and the gears will continue on and then come through here as well. So the sulfur and red circuits are going to branch off here and then continue on underneath the middle belt. The middle belt will branch off and be here and then go underneath the third belt. And the third belt will branch off here and then continue on. So this is sulfur and red circuits. This is our pipes, and this is our steel and gears. Okay, so, and again, that is only 1/4 of the build. So I'm going to copy all of this. Not all of it, but let's just say to there. That'll make it a little bit easier. And we are going to hit V to vertically flip and just match it up with these middle lines here. Okay, so then we can actually, so this is half of what we need, and then we're going to copy everything that we just copied there, and we can just bring it down and line it. Not quite. Ow. And you know what I love in the morning? A nice grenade to the face. Oh, I swear these rocks are getting stronger. Okay, Control V, and we're just going to line that up with the outputs here, because we will never produce enough to fill up this red belt completely. I love the red belts. Like, they're largely not necessary. Like, you could have this whole build with yellow belts as well, and they still will not. Yeah, that'll still hold true. So even if you had yellow belts, like this build would still be perfectly fine. They will support everything that you need for 1.44 science per second. Okay, so let's just fill all of this in. Actually, let's get some of the items in, because I don't know what that's going to look like. And what I mean by I don't know what that's going to look like is we had some issues with the last one where we had some plastic that got in the way, and it's yeah, it's very possible that something else could get in our way at some point. Maybe not. Yes, the gears. The gears will get in the way. Oh, and we got to get steel is all the way down here. Oh my goodness. I can stop bringing the iron ore up. The only reason we needed the iron ore on the bus was here. And honestly, like, we could have just, like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'd rather have it on the bus. Keep it nice and tidy. Okay, so if this is red, and this is steel, I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to just allow a full belt of gears to come down, and then we will match with the steel here. Which means that that's going to come in something like that. So the gears will be like this, and the steel, oh, more funky stuff. Oh, this is going to be ugly. Maybe not. Actually, very maybe not. No. I would rather have full contact. Do I really want to go up one? I guess I can. Alright, let's go get that steel. We're gonna have to bring it up at some point anyways. Might as well get it now, since we are here at the bus. We're gonna need to bring that coal up at some point as well. And, I mean, basically everything on this line except for the iron ore. That's the only thing that we're not gonna need to bring up. Okay, there's the steel. Stone brick we will need for military science. Coal we will need for military science. And we honestly, like, I have 2 belts of coal here, but it's not actually 2 belts of coal. It's more like maybe kind of like a partial belt of, like a partial red belt. But all of these red belts will be worth it because we will not have to upgrade them later. Might as well lay them down now. Okay, so our steel is going to line up. We need to make sure that we can get the gears in properly. So that's going to be gears coming up through here. We're also going to need some more belts. I'm just going to grab more since I'm kind of already over here anyways. I feel like I'm just going to, like, maybe even once we get bots, I'm just going to paint the whole world in concrete. I keep forgetting to take some with me. Oh wait, I can just dump all these in here. Forgot about that. You know what? Also, since we're kind of in the neighborhood, we got modular armor, so I just need some steel and some advanced circuits. Here's the advanced circuits. I missed it by 1. Nice. And 50 steel. So this modular armor is going to give us an extra 10 inventory slots. And you can see that it has the diamond next to it, so it would actually give us even more if we increase the rarity. Not a huge deal. It would be nice, but yes, not like 100% necessary. One thing that would be necessary though. We gotta get the military. All right. Well, after blue science, maybe I'll we'll go ahead and mess around with the military science. It's gonna be really weird. I'm probably gonna have to, like, this one was just kind of on the fly. Just like a thought, and I was like, I think I can make it work. This one, I think I actually might need to test this one out. We'll see. And I did not grab. I should have grabbed undergrounds. No. The car's always facing the wrong direction. My favorite. Yeah. So for anyone that didn't see, I don't know. It wasn't. I don't think it was my last episode, but it seems like they're making some potential changes to the car, which is going to be great. Anything to make the car drive better is good in my book. I believe that's like, oh, I don't know, 2.46? 2.47? I don't know. I have a couple of experimental builds in the work. I haven't logged on to either of them yet, so I'm just going off of what I've seen in their, like, pre-patch notes, their experimental build notes. Okay, undergrounds. That one did not need to be an underground. It's like, oh right, I was doing something, wasn't I? Yes, I was getting gears. Actually, I don't want this coming up too fast. So So I need to line it up with this. So in theory, it would probably be here. This would branch here. In theory, no, that's exactly what's going to happen. So then this is going to come down. Yeah, all right, so that works. We're good. This will go over here. This will go over here. Wow, that was a little bit less of a problem than I was expecting. And then we're gonna have to get the iron down here as well. I haven't decided if this is where the final place will be for the iron. We could do it there. We could literally like underground and do it like there. Whoops. I mean, for all I care, we could like, I don't know, do it like that even, like whatever. There's a thousand different things that we could do. And that's the beauty of this game, is there's definitely way more than one way to do things. Okay. Really? Is there anything else that I need while I'm over there? Power poles? Assembling machines? Alright. Wow. Go me for being prepared. I guess that's what happens when you log out in front of where your next build is going to be, and then decide to immediately queue up the next video. What do I need? Blue inserters. Oh, modular armor. Extra 10 slots. Heck yeah. Power poles. Okay, what else? I haven't put any more lights into any of these builds. Some assembling machines. I'm sure 23 is not enough to fill out whatever I had over here. What I needed, like 36 more. Not counting the 2 in the front. 36 plus the 2. Yep. Okay, inserters. So we need blue inserters for this, blue inserters for this, and then we need red. Thank goodness I have the red inserters. That would have... Oh, I don't have the red inserters. Now I'm irritated. I do not have enough to fill these over here. Alright, whatever. Okay, red circuits and sulfur. The sulfur is right here. Facing the wrong direction. Weird. Oh, how did... How did that end up facing the wrong direction? I don't know, but it keeps me up at night. Okay, so sulfur is here. I don't have any positional requirements for sulfur, so it can literally just come down like this. Then this one will hop over. And then this one will hop over. And then sulfur needs to hop over there so that red circuits can come down into here. Oh, that's a problem. Alright, not a big deal. That's kind of a problem. Okay. See, this one can go the wrong direction because that's going to be blue circuits. Okay, are we good? Are we paired up? Everybody's getting fed. We need the steel and the whatchamacallit, the gears. Okay, let's just fill the rest of this in, and we are good to go. And power and lights. Oh my gosh, the lights and the red circuits. Sorry, red inserters. Oh my gosh. My belts did not transfer down. That's fine. Oh, we're so close to blue science. Like, honestly, blue science is probably like the initial, like, real test for a new player. If you've been playing blind and you got to blue science and you didn't like pull your hair out, like, good for you. I'm gonna grab some more of those because I know I'm gonna be filling out some of the smelters soon. Okay, what are we at? 27 minutes. We need to hurry this up. I say as I don't get in the car. So this is a blue output. This is red, red, red. You know, I love how I always tend to like build out the full build and completely ignore the power poles. Every single time. I always seem to, like, I don't know. Brain's like, yeah, let's just save that for the end. That's a fantastic idea. Oh, so glad I thought of that. Since we have all of those down. Why not? There we go. No! I don't know why something didn't line up. Oh, it's probably these. Okay. Is that all of the inserters? I believe it is. So we need to just bring everything else down. Nope, this needs to go in there. And then it will continue down. And where is the next? I did not get iron plates. And this will need to branch off again, right? Yes. Nailed it. Okay, let's get some iron plates so we can get some pipes. Yeah, we'll just do it here. That's fine with me. That's gonna get in the way of our You know what? I'm okay with that. That's perfectly fine. What is with these things not stamping down properly? I think it was just behind the almost like the fog of war, like out here where I don't have visibility, maybe, and it just refused to force through. Anyways. Okay, so now we have our iron plates. That continues under there, that continues under there, and that goes straight forward. Okay. So now we should be... we need power. I don't know what I'm saying we should be. Alright, so let's look at what we need for power. This is not connected to anything. This one is. Alright, now we have power here. So this one is probably... It's going to have 3. And this is also going to be what drags in the power to the build. So now we have pipes being created. And we kind of know the pattern for these. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, no, no. I don't want... No, no, no. Yeah, that's acceptable. Oh, really? You guys are gonna make me split up my power poles. Okay. Alright. Now I'm trolling myself. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. Forget about it. Oh my goodness. That hurts. Okay, so we are almost done with this build. We just need to finish the power poles and... Oh, the ridiculous placements that I... You know what? I only have myself to blame. There's probably something that I could have done different, but I did not do that. Whatever. Alright, and then this one's coming down. Is that it? For this guy? Okay. Let's just... I'm not even gonna look at it anymore. Let's get this one first. You guys crafting? Everybody's crafting. Everybody's happy. Blue. So the bulk of them will be coming out of this one because they kind of share a belt. But this will, for the most part, kind of self-balance. And for when it doesn't, no. Wait a minute. I need these to be on the outside. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We are not going to rely on, like, everything is gonna go through an inserter. And that will ensure that this is on the outside, because then there we go. Because then when we do military, it'll just run right into this belt. Okay. Definitely need to limit these. And that is Blue Science. Get it connected to the research facility, and then that'll be the end of this episode. I feel like all the best items are in blue. In the Blue Science. Oh, here we go. Here's the downside of not having placed anything for blue. And we're not going to have enough underground belts for this. That's alright. I can just run these down. Run these up. Man, this build is so easy. Like, how have I never done something like this before? Honestly, like, once you get it ghosted in, like, you just run it through and you're good to go. Well, not unless, you know, unless you get rid of the, or don't have enough underground belts for the ghosts. Okay, so, let me make my 8th trip, or, I don't know, 25th trip back to the mall. Thank goodness it's just right here. What did I need? Underground belts. Might as well make a habit of loading up on everything you need, right? As I don't get more big power poles or more lights or more steel chests. No, the steel chest I won't need for a bit. What was I saying? Yeah, to me, like, all the good sciences are in Blue Science, so blue and purple. So I am always very, very excited to get to this point. Okay, so blue's going all the way through. I see blue up to here. Blue is in all of them. Nobody's missing any inserters. Okay, let's just do some research real quick. We're 39 minutes into this. So what do we want? Advanced oil processing. That is probably one of the next things that we're going to do. The substations. So the substations are the ones that I was showing earlier with huge power pole. Like, honestly, these things, you put like 2 of these in one of these builds, or even like, look at it. It almost covers this entire build. Yeah, you build with these things and you do not need to worry about all these dinky little power poles ever again. It's great. So yeah, that's next up. Lubricant. Lubricant gets us to electric motors. Electric motors gets us to robotics, the flying robot frames. And you know what that brings us? That brings us robots. Like I said, all the good stuff is in Blue Science. Oh, we're so close. Before we get too far though, because we need advanced oil processing and we need lubricant at the same time. Let's get the research lab, both of them. So these research labs actually make it so that these 30 will be at some point kind of obsolete. Like the better the research lab, the less research labs you. Sorry, the better the research. Here, let's just there, lab speed. The better the lab speed that you've researched, the less labs that you need to research. Okay, there, I spit it out. All right, so that is going to be it for this episode. In the next episode, I don't know, we're either tackling military or we're going to do oil, advanced oil processing. Oh, how about that? We just learned it. Okay, so in the next episode, we're going to be doing military science. I haven't checked on this in a while, but our pollution is definitely creeping out. I'm going to want to enclose this before the pollution gets to this point. I have a feeling that coal is going to really, really be a pain point for us in this run. So the faster that I can get trains set up, the better. Okay, so that's it for me for this episode. I will see you in the next episode, and thanks for watching.